not their traditional safe, hyper-scaling AD carry. Very vulnerable as we get later into the game.
Yeah, and the Nila specifically is something that T1 themselves suffered defeat from. It was one of the matches.
Just makes the lane that much more difficult.
And both these champions, you know, we talked about, Scout's gonna have to flash.
Flash to the safety, clockwork windup. Faker not gonna overextend. Zeus has the ulti, a bit extra movement speed. Will get away from the flag drag. Quick flash out to safety. Instantly just gonna ult for the extra movement speed. Now the damage coming through from the Gwen. Tarzan looking to follow up the flash in. Zeus still living for now, but first blood on the top side for T1. 3 members in the area, ready to set up. Scout on the flank, however, gonna look for the shove. Is gonna manage to catch only Zeus in the meantime. Faker still standing strong. Shockwave getting good damage down. T1 quick to force the fight. Zika not powerful enough to force that one through. T1 taking one and might just turn right back to the Herald. Your screen there, Scout doing what he can to just push everything back, but now they might just go in for the counter punch. Scout pulled away, forced to flash out to safety. The Herald still connects. Now Faker gonna be in trouble, but again, there's no follow-up damage here. Orianna just sitting pretty. Thank you very much. Keep your eyes on Guma if he gets to the back line. Owner now stepping forward. Dragon Soul stolen, and now it's Guma Yushi looking to tear through the entire team. Goes golden right to the back line. Zeus continuing to step up, but Zeka needs to be the difference maker. Zeka needs to hold on, but there are too many members free firing into the Gwen. Zeus stands strong on the backside of the fight, taking down so many.
Lane, there wasn't much recourse for him, and T1 on the push. Zeus maybe in trouble.
Zeus off to the side, but LNG has to be careful about overcommitting. Zeus still just taunting them, teasing them. Blitzcrank, can the hook come out? Cataclysm locking him in. They will connect, but he pulls it back. Apotheosis! Guma Yushi ascending to godhood in that moment as LNG are torn to shreds. T1 too far ahead. They make it look effortless.
It's a clean ace for T1. Faker shockwaves the minions just to speed up the demise of LNG. The Korean fans erupt here as T1 gonna claim game number 1.
Busan will not be silenced yet. Incredible start.
So well played by them. Massive, massive props here to T1 when all of the pressure is on.
Do you think it's going to be the support Ashe or the support Varus? Because both of those were somewhat valid at the time.
I mean, we'll see where they want to go. Again, they have till 20 seconds to decide what lane or who wants to pick what champion. But
who's been spotted and
2 slows already coming through. The stun going to connect. The abduct forcing out the W start coming in from the Hong. Now walking away. That's the heal you mentioned at level 1. A little sooner than we expected, Chronicler, but the healing as well. Can he find a target? He's going to flash back under the tower. Shock blast there. Faker making it out to safety. Scout now looking to follow up the healing now coming in, trying to find the 1-for-1, but Scout will stand strong.
And we'll have to see, who's going to be able to get that side lane advantage if Zika.
Step forward, the combo coming through, the abduction of the Kitty Cats once again forcing out the flash. The snare will connect, but there is no follow-up there. Instead, the Herald immediately going to get dropped. T1 now looking to grab 2 plates here. Flash in though, Owner's not happy with just 2 plates. Scout now going to be in trouble, but they can't quite find the damage. Faker going forward, looking for a bit of revenge. After the first tower dive, he will find the kill on the Scout as the Herald crashes.
Gets out, and they get the plates with the crash.
Hung now stepping in, the flash away, the flash to safety, the slows big. Guma locked down, should get taken out here. Chains of Corruption going wide, he will not be able to get anything back. Crucial kill over to Gala.
Such big leads consistently. It's this bot side counter picks as Zeus goes in on Tarzan.
Tarzan comes through with the twisted advance. Zeus getting lower and lower. We're going to try to burn through Hex Trigger. Is it going to be enough? Flash out to safety. On the backside, Guma managing to land the ultimate. A little bit of follow-up damage. Zeus coming back in for the extra healing. Double TP now going in. Faker is there. Lockdown coming in, and Zika's going to try to find one. Faker is towing away the ultimate. That's the needlework coming out. LNG being pushed back by the side of T1. But they'll still get the information that they need. His second Herald is utilized mid lane. It should get the charge. Is it going to get the charge? Not quite.
Zeus, but he needs to get to the back line. They're going to go.
Flash in. Owner Gala manages to make it out safety. Isolated for now. Looking for Zeus over the wall. Zeus on the back line. But Gala forced to safety. Chakrams stacked. Zeus can't find the angle, but the shutdown coming through for Faker. T1 taking the fight anyway. Gala looked good, but Gala did not. Both sides backing away. It's just a battle of poke. Both sides hoping to bait the other one into pressing the trigger. The charm now coming through. Will it be enough to lock down Zeus? No is the answer. Scout given to the Aatrox as tribute, and now Gala's in trouble. T1 coming alive. They see the window of opportunity. They see the weakness in the armor of LNG, and they tear it asunder. There is no room left in the fight. T1 will take everything they want in this game too. Hung, a last desperate effort, but the TP's coming mid. I mean, that's going to be game.
They're going to throw for the end. T1 put LNG in a lose-lose position. You have to contest for this objective. Elder, just too much power to give over. But T1 patiently prodding, find the angle.
And the fervor of the fans in Busan will not force T1 to play over-aggressive. They keep their discipline, they remain composed, they close out cleanly versus LNG in Game 2 and bring us to match point, a semifinal spot on the line.
And for LNG, a couple of times you saw that the idea was correct in terms of, okay, we know this objective is something we need, but then they would get poked out.
To kind of absorb these engages, utilize the Breath of Life here with Milio to try to cleanse out, AoE cleanse out the CC that's going to be coming with the hostile takeover. That's kind of going to be the job here of Hong.
And Ash, every single time Tarzan and Owner are going to meet.
Walking in face to face. Sustained damage, neither side has that much, but right now a lot of damage coming in for Tarzan. Owner now just going to zoom his way out to safety. That's the phase rush proccing, Buckler coming in. Both sides squaring up with the big old golem here. Flash in, wall bang, first blood! Owner living up to his name! Tarzan looking down here on the bottom side. Good initial damage, nice pullback on the shockwave. Guma still standing for now. The bailout will buy enough time for them to get one kill back. Tarzan still standing, and that means Guma will fall. LNG find an angle on bottom side, but here comes the hostile takeover. And Faker knocking two, but the tower, it does not fire back. Owner does not have the angle to fall upon the Gala. He will just barely be able to find a Gala now, trying to make it out to safety. T1 need to get a kill back and return. Gala goes up, Gala goes down, but for now he is still standing. Finding the dissonance, finding the speed up. They could find the mark, but nice counter punch coming in from Guma, using the ult to stop the play in its tracks. Gala continuing to step up. Desperate to get a little bit more here, but has to be careful. The mark now coming through. Var is good damage. Guma wants to finish it, and he gets it! On to Guma. Follow-up is there. Owner not going to connect. Zik on the backside. Hostile takeover is clean, and again, there's no cleanse available for Gala. It stops the play for now. Zika trying to find one. Owner surely should fall here. Still standing because of the bailout, but he will eventually die. Here, counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Baker going to try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off. Are they going to kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is going to do it, the Emperor of Shurima.
To play basically an isolated 1v1, which with the Jace,
Baker
he's always going to win.
In the darkness, coming through, the pushback on Zeus to the skies. The second half of the root on the Chain of Corruption will catch. Owner wants to keep this 1v1 going. Scout now retreating, Scout now coming in. Stun goes in, the pullback nice from Scout, buying a bit more time, but now again the follow-up. The steadfast presence, and who is steadfast if not T1 in the face of elimination?
This early on is Tarzan.
Tarzan, that's your side of the rift. Zeus backing away, Gala off to the side. He can root up two. Follow-up autos there, Roots. No, this buying a bit more time with the hostile takeover. Now they're now autoing each other. They're just killing each other. LNG, the fight instantly turned to beautiful from Carrier, but Scout can't get the damage. It is not enough.
So bulletproof in their advancement of the game.
Down Carrier overstaying. Will get cut down here. Not quite enough life. Greater is now Faker breaking in the mid lane. Again, Tarzan can fish for the pick. They might be able to find it here. Can they get Faker down? The pushback is still there. Faker trying to slide, trying to glide out to safety. The root is there. The damage follow-up is not, however. Carrier, the flash in, the handshake onto Scout. You will not take his mid laner.
With Nashers and a monster fat Jace.
And Zeus, full confidence play. There's no reason he needs to do that.
And he is just having them
handshake
downloaded.
Back connected down to the wall. Zeus firing up with so much damage down. Go Zika. The pushback is massive. Gala knocked out at T1, eyes on the prize.
And it's the God of Thunder. He loves his lightning champions, and Jace was always his most iconic. And in this final game, Zeus shows why he still pulls it out.
Final push now, LNG, one last desperate hold, but they've got nothing left. And even as every other LCK team falls away, Faker stays standing. T1 stays standing. The last light of the LCK burns bright, and Busan is ahead to the semifinals.
And what a setup. But today, we didn't get to see that.
Massive advantage for LNG. It would be in the mid lane, but it was Faker in games 1 and 2.